Hey everybody, it's me. Just trying to record this video. I try to record this like 3 or 4 times, like 3 times, and this is gonna be my fourth time. And hopefully, this might be my last time making this video today. But I'm pretty sure it won't be. But anyhow, this is gonna be my WWE 2009 Bash predictions. The WWE Bash pay-per-view is this Sunday, and the card so far, as some of the matches they have on here, the card sort of looks kind of questionable because there's a Chris Jericho Rey Mysterio match that I'm looking forward to, John Cena versus Miz, and then there's the ECW Scramble match and the CM Punk Jeff Hardy match, and then there's other matches on here that really not looking forward to and kind of just seem like filler to kind of just get you pumped up, and the main event sort of doesn't look that good, but I'll talk about that in this prediction video. But anyhow, before I get to this, and this is probably going to be a two-part video, I just gotta say my thoughts and prayers go out to Michael Jackson and Farrah Fawcett, the two people who passed away today. First, I'm gonna get to Michael Jackson. When I first heard about this, and I heard about this almost like 4 o'clock when I got off work. When I found out about this, I was kind of like, my body just numb. And then when my friend told me about that, I really wasn't sure if this was true or not. So I looked on my cell phone to see if this was accurate news, and of course, it was in fact true that he did pass away. In my opinion, Michael Jackson is probably one of the biggest icon pop superstars that ever will be, and there won't be anybody that'll ever top him. The guy had a bunch of hits that went to #1, and there hasn't been no hit today that has surpassed any of his #1 hits. He made a lot of good music videos as well, a lot of good hits, like songs. Yeah, he knew a lot of people. He was doing a lot of charity and a lot of stuff like that, and he'll just be remembered not for the bad stuff that he did because of the molestation thing, but people will forget about that, and they'll only remember him for the good stuff that he did, which they should, because people need to only remember him for the good stuff that he did and not what he was accused of or what he might have done. People should just remember him for being an icon, a legend, someone who set the standard and set the bar of how most music and most songs are done in the music industry, and someone who just had a love and passion for the music business since he was a kid, and he will be truly missed. And like I said, my thoughts and prayers go out to his family, his kids, and his friends, like I said, and everybody else, because it's just a sad day in the music industry when you lose such a legend like Michael Jackson, because he was such a big icon, and his music still affects people today, even though some of his classic songs were done a couple years ago, but it still hits people when they hear the beats and the lyrics and stuff in his songs. And he'll be truly missed. I will truly miss him, because even though he was kind of what he was, his music there's no denying this man made some good music, and he was just a good person in the inside, and most people really didn't see that. But yeah, he'll be truly missed. My thoughts and prayers also go out to Farrah Fawcett. We lost her today. She was an icon as well. Starred in Charlie's Angels in the 1970s, and then a couple movies in the 80s and the 90s. This was a woman who was the sex symbol in the 70s. People had posters and stuff of her. She was just real hot. She was a good actress. She contributed with charities and stuff like that. Just a good, wonderful woman, and it's just a shame that we lost her and Michael Jackson in the same day. But like that old saying goes, life goes on. Like that Tupac song goes, life goes on. We're born and then we die, and that's just how it is, and that's just the way, I guess, life works that way. But it's a shame that we had to lose 2 people in the same day, and I just never heard of a thing like that, losing 2 people in the same day. But yeah, like I said, my thoughts and prayers go out to both their family and friends, because we really didn't need to lose someone like Michael Jackson or Farrah Fawcett for that matter. But getting to this video, which is going to be my WWE Bash predictions, This is gonna be me talking about my predictions for the card, which is this Sunday. It was also, I guess this is a confirmed card since there hasn't been any new matches added, but would have loved to see a John Morrison and Edge matchup because I thought that would have pretty much been the match of the night on this pay-per-view. But I guess this is what we're gonna get for this WWE Bash card, and like I said, the Bash looks very questionable. There's some matches that look good, and then there's some matches that don't look good, and WWE has got a lot to live up to because, like I said, TNA Slammiversary was a very good pay-per-view, and it delivered. Most people gave it a 7, most people gave it an 8, most people gave it a 9, even some other people gave it a 10. That's just how good this pay-per-view was, and WWE has got a lot to live up to with trying to top Slammiversary. Do I think they will? Most likely, because hey, this is the WWE. They have pulled something out of their ass before, but it's going to be tough to do. So we start off with the first matchup on here, which is for the WWE Unified Tag Team title, which is the WWE Unified Tag Team title match, featuring Primo, Carlito, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase. These two have been having one-on-one matches. These two have been having some matches against each other lately, and some of the matches have been okay, not really great. That's something that'll make you jump out of your seat and say, hey, this is a really great tag team matchup, and their one-on-one encounters haven't been that great. But these two are battling it out for the tag team titles, and in my opinion, this is going to be an okay matchup at best. It's not going to be anything great. And in the end, I really see Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase basically winning the titles here, because I guess the WWE is going to do a theme with all the members of Legacy winning the belts on the pay-per-view, sort of like reminiscent of what Evolution did back at Armageddon. I believe Armageddon 2003, I believe, when all the members won all the belts. I believe Randy Orton won the IC title, Batista and Ric Flair won the tag team titles, and Triple H won the World Heavyweight title. So yeah, look for Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase to win the tag team titles here, and I guess continue to feud with Primo and Carlito, who really have not been looking that good as of late on Raw since they've been on Raw. And then so we move on. So we go from one match, and then we move on to the second match, which the IWC is drooling over since they found out it was announced on Raw. It's going to be a match between John Cena and The Miz. I've been liking and digging the promos between The Miz and John Cena. The Miz's promos as well. I've been liking his promos, and it's just been making me kind of tune in a little bit to see what happens on Raw whenever The Miz cuts promos, because his promos on Raw as of late have been gold, and he's just been delivering on his promos. And then the promos that he's been cutting on John Cena, absolutely priceless. And then of course you had John Cena cutting his promos on The Miz, and then their altercations, and then the altercation involving the Big Show, and then Big Show being thrown in this as well. But in my opinion, I expect a really good matchup between the two. Not anything great, but I expect a really good matchup between the two, because John Cena has been known to bring it, and he's been known to have good matches with workers who are sort of a little bit below that level, like below a Shawn Michaels type of level. And then he's been known to work good matches against wrestlers at like the level of Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho. So I don't really expect anything less between these two in this matchup. I really expect a really good matchup between John Cena and The Miz. In the end, though, I really see Miz. I want The Miz to win this match because it'll help Miz out, and Miz will get a real big rub in this matchup, as it will push him as one of the top heels on Raw, since Matt Hardy, as it was confirmed, he's got an injury and he might be out, and really the only other heel you got is Randy Orton. But still, if they have Miz go over John Cena, which will be the right thing to do, this will help set Miz up as one of the most over heels on Raw. But for some reason, I just have a feeling the WWE just ain't gonna have Miz win. this win against John Cena. I see John Cena getting the victory over The Miz, and I guess continuing the feud between the two, which might lead to another match between the two, which I guess we'll see Miz getting the victory. Anyhow, stay tuned for part 2 where I go through the whole card